morning, everybody. A couple of announcements before we begin. First is as I believe in safety, first is a safety announcement that should any emergency arise and should you be required to vacate this particular auditorium, kindly use the exits that are there on my right and your left and assemble in the main area which is outside this auditorium. This is just a safety announcement. The second one is, it's the impact of social media. So let's keep this social media away for some time. Please switch off or put your phones on silent mode. So these were the two basic announcements to start with. I believe we are almost ready. Okay, Mr. Nirmal Agrawal is busy on his computer, but I think we should start. And considering the time that is required for the next 3 hours, is best to start as soon as possible. And what could be a better start than in invocation and music? So here the Heritage School presents an invocation for the IITeration 2018. Fantastic beginning. Now the formal program will start, and may I request our President of the IIT Kharagpur Alumni Association, Kolkata, to escort our eminent speakers, Commander Jetli, Animesh Goswami, and Dr. Sharmishta Chakraborty, with lighting of the lamp. Thank you, everybody. As per our true Indian culture, we always welcome our guests, Atithi, as they say, and we like to welcome and pay our respects to the three guest speakers that we have today with a bouquet of flowers. May I request the little girls to present the bouquet of flowers to our eminent speakers and our distinguished guests. Thank you, girls. And now we'll start the formal program of this year's IITeration. The introduction will be given by Pankaj Singh, who is the president of the IIT Kharagpur Kolkata Alumni Association. But it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you, especially the students and little boys and girls who have come from around the town as well as around the state to be present with us here today. Right now, the lighting of the lamp was there, and there was a lot of, I would say, light, energy in this particular August venue. Now, the fact is that it's very cold outside. All of us since this morning have been experiencing a very cold outside. So a little bit of warmth is welcome. So may I request Mr. Pankaj Singh, our president, to accord a warm welcome to all those who are here today. Pankaj.
Everybody, and thank you, Manjay. Dr. Sabishta Chakravarti, renowned neuropsychiatrist, Commander V.K. Jaitley, All India President of IIT Kharagpur Alumni Foundation, Sri Animesh Goswami, eminent social media entrepreneur and technologist, teachers, students, and representatives all school present here, principal, teachers and students of Heritage School in particular, members of IIT KGP Alumni Association, representatives of press and media, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to extend my warmest welcome to you all on behalf of IIT Kharagpur Alumni Association at this third edition of IITeration on this pleasant morning. As you know, IITeration has become an annual event on intellectual calendar of Kolkata, but it is the only program which addresses issues of adolescence and youth exclusively. And this is what separates it from other such events. Ladies and gentlemen, IIT Kharagpur does not provide only technical knowledge, but provides a particular way of looking at the world and the things. Kolkata chapter of Alumni Association of this August institution have started this initiative to share part of our worldview with others. It is a small effort on part of us and our association to reach to the larger society and touch their lives, and we have chosen to focus on school students. We choose a topic relevant to the students, invite the best in the field to speak on the same every year. This year we have chosen to focus on social media. The reason is very simple. Remember the Marlboro man? That big cowboy who ended up a shriveled husk in a hospital, bed dying of cancer caused by tobacco addiction? Or the famous Hollywood actor Yul Brynner, suffering from cancer and begging people not to smoke? They were suffering from an addiction, tobacco addiction. Now coming back to present, some people have opined that social media is addiction of 21st century, as tobacco was in the 20th century. Overuse of social media is killing the society, just as tobacco used to do and still doing. Former Facebook Vice President Chamat Ali Hapatia said that he feels tremendous guilt about creating tools which are ripping apart the social fabric. A large number of research is also pointing in this direction. Last year, Harvard Business Review published a piece titled, "The More You Use Facebook, the Worse You Feel." It was earlier on desktop, later on to laptop, then on tablets, and now on mobile phones. The spread of use of smartphones has completely changed the social media interface. It has given access to a large number of people, including children and students, to social media apps like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp. Today, the boys and girls bring mobile to classrooms and use Facebook and WhatsApp while attending classes. They sleep late, exchanging likes, posts, uploading photographs, and it is causing shortening of their attention span, causing late nights and resulting in falling grades. People have been known to go in depression if they do not get sufficient number of likes to their new dress posted on the Facebook or their new pout. But social media companies counter the criticism by pointing out goods they do. They say that they have brought people together unlike any time in previous history. More than 15 crore small businesses use the Facebook, and they have Facebook pages from which they do the business. It has given low cost access to many small businesses and startups. But then tobacco also had advantages. It employed hundreds and thousands of people. It boosted the bottom line of bars, restaurants, and retails. But was it good? Ladies and gentlemen, the truth lies somewhere in between these two extremes. Social media being all good or being all bad. And our expert speakers will lay bare the anatomy of social media, will discuss its effects, and engage our participating students. There are three aspects of our discussion. Technology behind the social media, on which Sri Animesh Goswami, a technology expert who previously worked with Microsoft and other very big names, he'll be speaking on this aspect of technology of social media. Then the psychological impact of social media on Gen X will be taken by Mrs. Shamishta Chakrabarti. Then, third aspect, social media is cultural impact and modification of personality traits, will be taken up by Commander Jaitley, who is also, we are lucky to have him here amidst us. He is All India President of IIT Kharagpur Foundation, and he's a motivational speaker, and he's a very busy man, so he has made time to come here to our Kolkata chapter. We thank him. Then we have got another speaker, Saurabh Sarkar, who will be joining later sometime. He'll also talk about the cultural traits, cultural aspects of the social media, and how to make positive changes in your personality to achieve success. Ladies and gentlemen, I again welcome you all to this exciting discussion, ahead. And now I hand over the podium to our eminent panelists and later to participating students. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pankaj. Okay, you have summarized what the expectations would be today in your welcome speech. Well, I'd like to give it a structure. The structure is that the couple of hours, or maybe 2.5 hours that we spend here today, will be in 3 parts. The first part will be listen and learn. The first part, as I said, would be listen and learn. The second part would be speak. And the third part will be enjoy. So, like as I said, the first part is listen and learn. We will listen and learn from the eminent speakers. The second part is when we say we'll speak. There's going to be presentation from a number of schools present here today. So they will speak and they'll say as to what they feel about it. And the third part, like all of us, will go and enjoy whatever has been arranged by the Alumni Foundation, Alumni chapter here, for us to do the Pet Puja. So this is how the structure is there. Now, let's begin. The first speaker today, as Pankaj has already said, is Commander V.K. Jetli. Now, Commander V.K. Jetli is a motivational speaker. He's a mentor. He's a coach. And a very versatile personality. And above all, he is the alumnus of IIT Kharagpur. We are very pleased to have him here, an alumnus from Kharagpur. He has, over the years, served in corporate, defense sector, being a consultant, and he has had a varied experience interacting with a number of people, including people, the audience like you here today. He has got another trait which you will possibly find out, that he is the enthusiast in motor car rallies, motorcycle rallies. I'm sure he must have been on a number of rallies, and you youngsters would like to go on rallies. So he is bubbling with energy. He's recently written a book. The book says, the title is We Can, We Can. And now I hand over to Commander Jetli. We can manage the social impact of, the impact of social media on Generation S. Commander Jetli, please.
Hello, check. Thank you, Hussain sir, for saying so nice words for me. And good morning to everybody. Good morning to everybody. Yeah, अभी थोड़ा लगा ना कि जवान बच्चे बैठे हैं यहाँ पर. Everybody understand Hindi? Anybody who doesn't understand Hindi, raise your hand. Everybody understand Bangla? Great. আমি মোটামুটি বাংলা বলতে পারি. ঠিক আছে, খুব ভালো বলতে পারি না. Okay? And I will mix a little bit in between. Okay? First of all, let me address to the dignitaries on the dais and many of my seniors from IIT Kharagpur. I am really grateful to the chapter of IIT Kharagpur, Calcutta, that they have invited me. And it's a pleasure for me to be here. Third edition or the fourth edition of IITeration? Anyway, okay. There is a doubt. Fine. Cool. I think it has been a great initiative by the alumni at IIT Kharagpur to connect with the students. A great step. So I must congratulate to all those people who have been involved, who conceptualized it, and today it is in this shape. And I will tell probably other chapters also that they should also start doing something of that sort. Connecting with students who are the future of this country is very, very important. Majority of us, batches of 60s, 70s and few 80s, we are quite oldies now. It is you people who are going to go to become doctors, engineers, and the future leaders for this country. How many of you are thinking of getting into any IIT? Just raise your hand. Okay, around, yeah, good number. Good, fine. Now let me tell you, before I talk about social media and other things, when I was getting admission into IIT way back in 1974, I was getting admission in all the IITs, all the departments. And I am from Delhi. But you know, my first choice, sir, was IIT Kharagpur. Now you wonder why? Because one reason is I am a crazy man. Okay? And second, during my childhood, I had read a number of stories about Bengal. The number of scientists Bengal has produced, the number of spiritual leaders, the number of revolutionaries who got independence for this country. If you see the list, it's from this land. So let's give a big hand to this land out. Let's give it also. It's a great land. And my exposure that time was limited from J&K till Delhi only. I had not gone beyond Delhi till that time. So my visit beyond Delhi was first time to straight away IIT Kharagpur via Calcutta. And I tell you, I feel very happy that I took a very correct decision at that time. No regrets at all. It was a great decision. And those 5 years which I spent at IIT Kharagpur was great. I learnt a lot. The culture that is represented by this part of this country, no state can match that. No state. There have been problems, political problems in between, up and down. That's a part of life. But when you think about the civilization and the culture, it's a very, very long period. These 20, 30, 40 periods, they can be just brushed aside, you know. So you should be proud that you belong to this spot. Okay? And now, touching the subject of social media, when we were of your age, those days there used to be debates in schools on use of atomic energy. A lot of debates used to be there those days, whether it's good or bad and all those type of things. And finally, we used to come to the conclusion, atomic energy is not bad. It depends how you use it. So similarly, in very simple words, I will put social media is not bad at all. Social media is one means. It depends upon how you use it. You can use it for a good purpose and you can use it for a destructive purpose also. So it totally depends upon you. वो एक छोटी कहानी सुनाते हैं, चाकू से काट भी सकते हो सेब को और चाकू से किसी के पेट में भी मार सकते हो. Similarly, the social media is also exactly the same way. So without going into the pros and cons and details, my suggestion to you should be use social media for your upliftment. Use social media for information exchange, the positive information, the good information, not the garbage. People keep forwarding the garbage. They receive garbage and they send it to some 100 people, another garbage. One group to